I think about, man, as I got rid of my last company with payroll, and like as I've just got my coaching business, like, my God, the amount of shit I'm able to do with AI right now is fantastic. You know, but it's not like I can't like just ask it to do like it's not going to take the business and run with it. So it's very interesting to me where and from what I've gathered too, like the LLM structure does they don't even see a path to AGI compared to like I don't know. It's just fascinating to hear you said. And
Yeah. Well, I remember when GPT-4 came out and it was like such a big deal. And frankly, it was, but like people was like, I'm going to start a business and ChatGPT is going to be my boss and I'm going to work for it. And like, obviously that didn't work out. Like those people don't have businesses today. Um,
are you seeing this stuff come up in your pitches or how are you seeing? So when I say
yeah.
stuff here, let me clarify. So what I've noticed, with the boardroom playbook that I've got, I mean, everything ends up coming down to cash and to financials and how the business produces more cash. So it becomes this first principle constraint that's deterministic. And it's becoming more and more aware. I become more and more aware of how many advisors and consultants have no idea what they're doing
Hmm.
because they plug it in and they give you something and you're like, it's just wrong, but they
Hmm.
don't know that it's wrong.
Yep.
And like, are you seeing like, how is that coming up in places that,
Um, yeah, I don't know. Every startup we talk to has an AI story of some kind. Um, I think you just kind of, it's like something you have to do. Like, if it was 2020, everybody would have their slide about like how we're being inclusive, right? And then like society changes and like that's not the thing anymore. And now it's 2025 and everybody has to have the AI, like, here's how we're going to do AI. And 5 years from now, it'll be like here's how we're going to use humanoid robots or whatever the thing is, right?
yeah, yeah,
So it's just like part of it's like the narrative is this and I got to go along with it. So here's my
I have to at
story.
least address it to some
Yeah.
degree.
But a lot of it just like, it's like, I don't know, it just I don't think every business in the world needs AI to succeed. Like, um, I think what will become more valuable is the stuff that AI can't automate. Like, plumbers making $100 an hour is like going to be a real thing very soon if it's not already. Because like, no, not many people want to do it, and it's a very valuable thing that we all need. And like,
Yeah,
it's a
the
great
trades
time. It's
up.
going to be a great time to be in the trades.
Oh my God, Matt, the trades up in the Twin Cities. I mean, you're $150 an hour for electricians, plumbers. I mean, like I'm seeing it already. And it'd be really interesting as the private equity roll-ups in the trade space come to fruition because with the debt being more expensive and then the inflation on the payroll, it'd be interesting to see if all these roll-ups that everybody thought were so obvious 5 years ago come to fruition on the back end.
I mean, we saw how it played out in e-com space. Like, it obviously didn't end well, right? I think we'll probably see some of that in the trade space, but like there's a reason like these businesses are hard and not everybody starts them. Like you can't abstract away like all of the actual work that needs to happen.
That was so well said. Oh my God. What allowed you to like, what was your experience over the last 10 years of the hype of selling businesses, right? Because you saw it in the e-commerce space, you saw it in the digital space. I mean, and then 2020 it ramped up with all the cheap debt and the free money. Like, what kept you from having? Or did you have those conversations? How did you stay focused?
Yeah. I did try to sell my business in 2016 and nobody offered me like more than three times EBITDA, and then I didn't sell it. So like, yeah, I kind of fell for the hype cycle for a little bit, and we had some personal stuff going on in our family that like made me think like I just need a break from work for a while. But like the right offer never came. I told the guys at the brokerage that we were working with, like somebody wants to offer me four times EBITDA today, like I'll probably, I'll take it. And I got like three, and they were surprised that I didn't want to take it. And it's like, well, whatever, I'm going to go back to work now. Um, and then like from there, like, things at home kind of settled down and like we had two NICU babies is kind of the deal. My wife had two tough pregnancies and like, but like that settled down, kids are fine. Just kind of went back to work and, um, then like eventually like I realized, oh, this is actually something pretty special. I should probably hold on to it. And now it's like, I don't like take the emails, I don't take the phone calls from private equity, venture cap, people. Um, like there's a firm that bought like another financial media company in our space, and they reached out and I was like, well, just so you're aware, like I'm never going to sell Market Beat and I'm not acquiring any businesses. So if you want to talk, that's fine. Just know that like I'm not for sale and I'm not buying. So like, and then for some reason they never followed up. Um,
I can only imagine that from 2016 to call it 2021 or two, the multiples doubled, tripled, or whatever it could have been. And like, did you ever think about, because like maybe you might not have gotten it, but I think I know what I've seen over the last 6, 7 years has been actually overpaying for a lot of these companies. So did that ever change your mindset?
well, eventually I had enough money where like it didn't matter. There's a lot like people sell for life-changing money, but like, if I had sold Market Beat, it probably wasn't going to change my life at all. Like we weren't going to move houses or like we kind of already bought all the stuff we wanted to buy other than like the jet. Like, so it just like didn't matter at that point. Like I just kind of like doing the thing and I want to keep doing the thing. The other thing that I've noticed in town here, I've got some friends who have kind of built businesses to say mid seven figures up to 8 figures, even one 9 figures, who have sold their businesses, all kind of guys my age. And then like after they sell and get out of the thing, like they either don't have anything to do or the next thing is not nearly as cool as the first thing they did. Like I've seen it happen like 4 times here in town. And like it's like I see that happen to you. I'm not going to do that.
You're talking to one right here, by the way.
Yeah. Yep.
And like, it's it is such a, and that is why this concept of like there's this operator role and there's this ownership role and just understanding. I mean, Matt, again, it's been almost 10 years since you saw that presentation that I did where like the messaging tweaked over and over as I learned more and more. Um, the it's a false choice, I think, of like when someone, because like it sounds like when you were having the family stuff, it's like, okay, well, I'm exhausted, but then it's like we commingle the asset versus the job, and like, and that's why you were explaining how you tinker around in the stuff that you love, and then you give yourself space. Like there was this story about Walt Disney that really resonated with me, Matt. Um, so his brother Roy was like his like co-partner or whatever, like doing all this stuff. And when he built out Disney World, he's like, I just want to play for the rest of my life. And that's how I think about business. It's like, hey, like
Yeah.
you can design your own little sandbox.
Mhm. Yeah.